Yeah.
Now, I'm sorry, what is your name again? What's her name? Shanika? You said you wanted to invest, correct? Okay. Do you want to invest solely to have properties and be a landlord, or do you want to house hack? Do you want to live in the property and have renters and basically they're paying for the property?
No, I wanna just have something independent outside of what I already have.
Okay.
Maybe manage it myself or get a management company.
I recommend you get a management company,
Me too.
even if you only have one property, because they will deal with the tenants, they will deal with screening the tenants, they will deal, you think that it's easy, but you know, you get that call at 3 o'clock in the morning that the toilet's overflowing, or you know, something's going on.
I was just gonna play
You already got
crazy.
jobs.
I was just gonna play crazy and pretend I wasn't really the landlord. Like, I'll call the landlord and get right back to you. But until you know, fuck with a smart person and they do some Google research.
Yeah.
And then the thing is, the property management fee is usually only 10% of the rent. So like if the rent is $600, you're only paying them $60, and I'd rather give somebody $60. I can spend that on eating.
Yeah.
You know, going then you calling me
Then
at
the
3
stress.
o'clock in the morning, because now I gotta go online and try to find a plumber, and then I gotta get up and get dressed and drive over there. You know, and I'm sleepy and shit. So it's just better to you call the people.
Yeah, we
they
both
got-
mad.
Yeah, all right.
Both
And then
your
you
daughter
should-
then flush the baby dog.
And they already have relationships with tradespeople who
Right.
do that, or they have their own maintenance on staff that they can dispatch to come and take care of those problems. And then what they will do is every month when they collect the rents, they will send you a check for whatever. And then a lot of times people will give them a limit, like say if it's something that's $500 or less, then just go ahead, you don't need to bother me with it. But then if it's over that amount, then yeah, we need to talk about it. But you know, like say somebody, they break a window and it's gonna cost $250 to fix, and they just go ahead and fix it, take it out, and of course it's documented and you're notified of it. But it just, to me, it's just better to have a property manager, and that's another expense that you can probably deduct because it's the cost of doing business. So you would probably be able to, and I'm saying all these properties and stuff because like I said, we're not tax professionals. That's something you would need to talk to a tax professional about.
I got one more question. So, how do you feel about the pricing of homes for 2026? Do you think that things are gonna come down a little bit? Like, do you think if somebody's waiting to buy, I know you said you guys don't like to talk about interest rates and stuff. It's always about, you know, the price.
Let me just, the reason I don't like to talk about interest rates is because to me, with interest rates, you're just buying you some money for right now, okay? And people complain about 6% interest, 7% interest on a house, when if you open your wallet, them credit cards, okay? Your Visa is $29.99, you know? And then if you add those, I did it myself. I added up my credit cards, and I was paying 200% interest a month on, you know, when I added all of them. And that's what I'm saying. And then people tripping off of 6%, and that 200%, it's just gone. But that 6%, like my 3.1% when I do my taxes, I can take that off. You know? So that's why it just chaps my high when people start talking about the
It that way, it makes sense.
Chaps my high.
I'm sorry, go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say.
I'm gonna sit down because my back hurt. I was in a rail car accident, car 3.
You gonna bring that up again?
Car 3001.
They better give you some lifetime medicine, man.
They retired the car in your honor. Leave it alone now.
They need to give it to me and let me put it in my
Did they give
backyard
you
and make
enough to put down
an
on another property?
Right.
ADU. Right?
I mean, we can't. I you can't never say for certain, right, where the market's gonna go. I'll just say what history and recent history has showed us, prices in California not going down.
And they keep saying.
They dip a little bit, don't get me wrong, but they don't never, you know.
Right. Nothing
So-
significant. I don't think we'll ever see numbers like we did, you know, post the financial meltdown of 2008.
Right, everybody worried about a crash, but that crash was because of bad lending practices and
Yeah.
stuff that they
The
really
loan
regulate
payment.
really heavily now in the industry.
People were
right?
making up their income.
Yeah.
Right.
And,
But
and
they
getting all
did.
kind of homes.
We
and
are
selling
on a dip now. I'm gonna say that because when, like I said, my house in 2022, it was at 1.1, and now it's like at about 9 something.
them. Oh, okay.
So it has dipped.
Okay.
But people are still, it's like, okay, the houses have come down a little bit, the interest rates has come down a little bit. I got you a program to get you some money, and everybody's still, well, I'ma wait. What you waiting for? You said
There ain't gonna be
It's
nothing
worth
left to buy in a
500,
minute,
you know?
because all these big companies keep buying up stuff, like a couple of people I know who were just recently buying in Oakland and really trying to find something, like they were competing against these big organizations, that are buying up property.
That's how they've done it in Texas. They bought a lot of the properties and now they rent them out. And they have management companies and the turnover is so fast and it's like nobody cares. But I wanted to talk about prefab and container homes and their value. And do you see it being equal to or
No.
no?
Yeah.
Okay.
But they
No,
got
you
some,
would not get the same what do
For
they
a
call it?
prefab or
Appreciation.
manufactured home, they're fine for an ADU in the back, a little guest house or something, but not for a primary house to actually live in.
you mean if you're looking at wealth, if you're trying to build wealth, you wouldn't do it with a prefab house.
Right. But if I was just,
Trying to get you something, you would do that for you. That's what you wanted.
not if I'm looking for it to appreciate though.
But would it
Yeah,
appreciate the main home value that,
Not really. I mean,
No.
some, like a lot of times now we'll advertise, oh, it has an ADU, it has a guest house, and, it sounds good, but it's just like a swimming pool in the backyard. If a house has a pool, that really doesn't add any real value.
but it could help with, like, depending on the area, it can help with the main house, because, like, I know a lot of people that are traveling social workers or traveling nurses, right?
Right.
So if you written out the
Right,
space,
right. So it
it can help you pay
It could be
for
additional
stuff.
income, but
Yeah,
it
it's
might
not gonna help the value of
of
your
the
house.
home. Right.
Okay, because I just don't know what to put on my property and nobody wants to move back except for me. And now I'm debating on if I'm gonna move back because it's Texas and I don't want nothing in Texas as long as Abbott is the governor, and
Where in Texas?
Houston.
Okay.
Well, it's about 20 miles outside of Houston, but it's a little over a quarter acre double lot. But we tore down the house and that cost us $4,000. It cost us $8,000 to remove the trees.
Well, what's in the neighborhood now? Are there other houses?
Oh yeah, it's dreamland. It's one of the first black settlements in Texas. It's called Barrett Station, and when they moved from, it's a whole history of all parts of my family because they all lived in the same parish, next door to each other. Brothers married. This one, the Chambers married the Shinivers married the Chambers. The Paynes married the Alexanders married the Paynes. And then they all packed up and moved. They all packed up and moved. Somebody Brooks came and said, hey, we got this opportunity, we're gonna buy this land. They all pooled their money, they bought the land, and they moved from Louisiana to Barrett Station Settlement. And it's a freedman's town. And, it's like dreamland, not Dream Street, it's dreamland. So dreamland has winking, blinking, nod, everything. And then it's the other side is flowers, magnolia,
So if you were to
It's all
put
planned.
a structure on that property now, what would you do with it? Is it a place where you could actually rent it out, or would it just sit there empty until you came to visit so you'd have a place to stay?
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking, like, vacation home, or I would go out there for like 2 months and then come back out here and, once I retire. Because I want a 3-bedroom, 2-bath, but, everything that I've seen, it'll cost up almost $1 million to build that on the property. But if I do, they have these like contractor things where everything is provided, it costs you $350,000 and they give you everything for the house, and you contract with this person for $8,000 to build the house. But I'm leery.
Does it just build the house, or does it finish the house?
No, they finished the
So
house.
they
do everything.
They'll
and then
do all the sheetrock and the plumbing and the electrical. And, yeah, I'd be leery too.
I'm leery because I won't be there.
There to
Right,
see
right,
it.
right,
Right.
I
and
wonder
what-
about the workmanship.
Yeah.
Yes, and the construction materials. I don't want you to just build me no
Slap
shack.
together.
Yeah.
Cause the next storm comes through.
And then, and you talk about storms, I'm worried about like the flooding, because it will flood. My uncle, every year of my life, my uncle's house flooded, and every year they pay from the floor up to where the water level is. So every year, this part of his house was new and the carpet was on it.
I think I would move.
Right, that's what I said. And and the houses are like flat, concrete on a concrete slab. And then they're brick. So I just wanted some advice on that. Leading towards so I would be better just to have it built from the ground up with a real contractor.
I think so. Yeah, I would.
Oh, Lord. Looks like I'm not retiring. Oh, you guys, since we just casually talking, you can wash your hands and you're welcome to.
Okay, good, because
It's getting late.
I had some sushi last night. It didn't agree with me, but that chicken smelled good. But
If it tastes good, I made it.
so
Go ahead, I'm listening.
another loan product is if you're a vet, if you served in the armed forces.
Oh, yeah.
They have programs for 0 down payment and 0 closing costs, but we have to renegotiate that those closing costs. And then the union, Wells Fargo Bank, is the bank that services the Union Plus. If you look up there, I don't have my glasses on.
They got the application.
There, so if you get like a Union Plus credit card, I got one, and it's Chase Bank, actually. The Union Plus is Chase Bank, and Chase Bank and Wells Fargo both used to do the Union Plus. Chase stopped doing it, but if you already were in it, then you were grandfathered in. But now if you take out a new mortgage, it's going to be with Wells Fargo Bank. But they have a lot of benefits for union members. One of which is they have a strike benefit if you guys go on strike in this for at least 30 days. So, and you're in the program, they'll pay your mortgage payment. You do have to pay it back, but it's interest free. I utilized the program when I was on disability because I was in a rail car accident. And I was on disability and I was getting toward the end of them paying, because they only pay you for so long and then the money goes down some. And so I was with Chase Bank at the time, and the man, he just asked me to send him a copy of the letter where the doctor said I was off work and how long I was off work for. And at that time, I didn't have a return date, it was indefinite. And he asked me to send him a copy of my mortgage statement. So I sent that in, they wrote a check for 3 months, mortgage payment and sent it to the bank. And it was beneficial for me because even though it was only 3 months, there was 3 months of interest that I saved because I've never paid my mortgage 3 months in advance. I'm always trying to, what's the last day to pay it so I can pay it, right? And so then after the 3 months was over, I still wasn't back to work. So they just renewed it and they paid another 3 months. Thank you for coming. And our contact information's in there if you wanna email, call, text, whatever.